my my Dalai Lama type themed resting mat. Oh, not central. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I seem to be on the mat properly there. I can turn the reverse feedback. Wait, I can put myself down lower. Oh, and I gotta invite everybody. Have you on? Oh, it's click creep it cutie. If I don't click J stepper, it'll fall off of the top of. Oh, now it got all. This is a whole. Oh, and I gotta watch the Beatles singers, and this is the same moment from yesterday, 24 days ago. See, no one's been capturing moments. No, I, I've been not seeing any way. Creepy Cutie's been streaming. Look, no one's even been posting things on a wall. A fandom is supposed to acknowledge their appreciation. Hey, I'll show you what. Here, when's the last time I posted in here? Oh, 6 days ago. Oh, it's the 7th day. Yay, be sour coming here. See this, the Happy New Year. Okay, we're gonna go to me and invite people. Where am I guess I've got to put of course with the creepy cutie we had the creepy. Yes, hello Jack. Inviting. Oh. There, and when I go to Twitter, it has my link there. The invitation said, hello, do you really? I don't know why I salute everybody. It's okay, so it should be only a 2-hour stream today. I'll be doing some more out and about with bongos. Yeah, I'll show you what I did yesterday. Oh, I've got to say hello in here. Oh, I've got to go back. Just to show people. And here we go to the videos. There, out and about. And there's the Mukujin video. 1 view of the 11 seconds of the Spongo. 2 views. 5 views. 1 view. 7. 13. Oh, there was the beginning. And 30 there. That was the day and 9, 16, 7. It sort of jumps. It sort of jumps every day. 13, 30, 9, 16, 7, 4, 7. Oh, that was the Rise platform. The Rise. And there's only a few people doing the Rise, so that explains that. Oh, and then the kitchen with Stephanie. And this other one here. Oh, the artwork one at 43. And then it went back to normal. 33 in October. There's 26 one. How to do YouNow. 22. 56 it came out. It's like one a week that people watch. Yeah, look, there's another week there. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, 4. Oh, no one watched that week. 5 and 6 and 7 in that one. 8 and a half. 9. And this 10. In the kitchen with Stephanie. And 11 and 12 week there. With only one popular that week. Okay, how long ago was it? So it had to be 12 weeks ago down here. Was it 12 weeks ago? Oh yeah, July. Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, that explains it. Because I did in this account, I did 4 a week, and I like how I'd go out and about. But now it is November, and we're getting close to the Star Wars. I've got to go out and do the videos before the Star Wars gets here. Now, but I got to check if the sound is exact to the. Oh, it is left hand, right hand. 3-second delay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. So watching that video yesterday. Hey, let's watch that video to see if the sound was okay in the. Hear this one here. Oh yeah, the politician spoke about now. There it is. Hey, let's see if the sound was synced. No, the sound didn't go through. Oh yeah, this is the account where the sound didn't go through. It was the other account where the sound got through. Here, let's go that one. I just realised there's no sound in that one. Oh, did I give myself a like in there? No, I don't say with the Pinterest yet. Yeah, I have even a Pinterest. Oh, so after 1,306 views, got 23 yesterday. Oh, that one got 88 views. 1st of April. I wonder why that one got 88 views. Go to Subsplade. There, 1,077. The mystery of how the numbers. I don't think the detailed statistics will show the spike from yesterday. Oh, look, there it is. There's the spike there. That isn't even. That's higher than when birthday. There's birthday video. So birthday video got 1k, and what did I do? Oh, a March leaving. Oh, that's where the sound's coming from.
Here, forgot to give you these.
Oh, okay. Yeah, forgot where the bananas
In
were.
the fridge or what?
No, I'll have one there. I've gone without a banana all week. Sacred banana. Mm. Okay, so as it's the 7 o'clock when I have my breakfast. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. There. Now the chat doesn't appear here, it only appears in this one. The main chat should happen in the and Emma McGann. There you go, we can see Emma McGann go live. She's the spokesperson for the Rise program and almost made it on to UK's America's Got Talent, and we share the stream. out in 2002. And because I do so that's your own song. Hey, look, I'll get a copyright strike to promote a song. I'm sure that. Let's have a look. Um, so it must be Kelvin Harris. Oh yeah, that is a song. Oh yeah, she was she was trying to word, and she was. I remember now. Oh, and there was watching the Darth Vader videos. There's all these new videos to watch with an Adventure Time. Oh, I haven't faved you. There you go. Subscribe. See, the subscription doesn't go through. See whatever happened. I've got Star Wars videos to watch and and bricks are. Oh, the other Maria's here. New, new YouNow. You see these level ones? These There you go, level 1. Harrisburg, USA. There, level 25. Oh, I was subscribed. Each year, so in 30 days, I to everyone again, and then when I return. So this is Sassy Queen Drew. Oop. Sassy Queen Drew Molino. Okay, it should say Sassy Queen Drew Molino. Yeah, we'll listen to him. He said it. We should go back to. Oh, I'm getting to 1,000. Did I share the screen? I should get an extra 10 points. There, I'll get an extra 10 points there on the screen. And I will be. Oh, look. If I make comments. Oh. There's 1,000. See, you just had to make 3 comments. 3 comments, and you get 5 coins for each 3 comments. And someone else gave 10 points. 10 points. That is how you get your coins up, by doing the. And you check for new channels. Hey, where is it? Here's the video. Oh yeah, this is the actual one. Oh look, 80. Yeah, I was looking at the Tegan's getting used to the camera there. That was, I think that was your first day doing the whole video for. That was the first day. Oh, and while I'm here, we go to the statistics of. Oh no, you go through this bit here. Yeah, this button here. Yeah.
Quick before Marley gets up, Nick.
analytics. Analytics. It's it's Emetrin and Big Roger. So I'm just looking at the statistics that happened in the past. In the past day, the statistics in the there you go. Got 1,077 views. So the average view is 13 hours. 13-hour views.
Somebody got a full week of rain coming up.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Here's the view thing. So I did 8-hour videos. That was when I did 8-hour videos. Then there's the residual play. Then I did 8-hour videos again. Then I had a week off, 8-hour video, week off, 8-hour video, week off. So that explains all of the statistics. Now the 14th, the 20th, the 13th, and the 21st. Oh no, that was November, then October, November, October. Oh, so the popular ones were the halfway through the. So that was the 1 month countdown to Star Wars, where I was talking about all the Star Wars. Then, oh, that was my 8-hour stream. There was the other countdown to Star Wars, and that was part of the October 8-hour stream. So it shows minutes watched was 764. Hey, let's work that out. Oh, what do we do? Divided by 60. So that's 12 hours of the 8 hours minus the 8. So about 9 people watched that, and it got. Oh, yeah, the average view is 4.5%. This one got 5.5%. Oh, 11, yeah. 11 views. And 9 views for this one. Oh, that's box 10, 696 gets a lot of views. Yes, hello. You can't hear me. Is that a bit closer? How is that? Hang on. Hello, microphone. Oh, I can hear it. Wait, I'll just redid the microphone. Yes, there you go. I moved the microphone a bit closer. It's 'cause the microphone keeps moving. Hang on. Where's the microphone part? There it is. Yeah, I'm due to get a new headset soon. Oh, I was just going over my YouTube statistics. Here it is. And there is the percentages. Oh, there's Australia. Yeah, there's the map. And Australia is top. 90 views from Australia, about 40, America, Brazil 11, Philippines 1, United Kingdom 7, the Netherlands 2, Russia 3, Turkey is 2, Poland 3, Canada 4, 5, Denmark 1, Germany 4, and Italy 5, Malaysia 2, Lebanon 3, Japan 2, Morocco is 2. Oh, the Ukraine, that's definitely one from the Ukraine. One from New Zealand. Oh, that is Lazy Peach from New Zealand. Thailand 1. Bulgaria. Oh, wait, there's 2. Wait, I'm confused. Oh no, the Ukraine is someone I forget the name of. You, Tarina, I think her name is. And the Bulgaria is Stephanie and someone else. And the United Emirates. Okay. So I'll just do 2 hours today. 2 hours today. I'm going to go out and about on my walks again. As I saw yesterday, I'll go to the videos. There, so after yesterday's video, I went out and about and did some Lego videos. Checked all the Lego. Yeah, I always talk about the Lego. As that is what my room is filled with, the Lego. Oh yeah, got to check the chat, yeah. Okay, got to leave that open to check the chat. And got to check the chat in here too. Here we go back to this one. There you go. Oh, I've got to say hello in here. There is average views, 41 views a day. Connor Foster. Yes, it's going pretty well. I had 1,077 views today. And I only get that on birthdays and special occasions. So I think I'll do some more out and about videos. Oh yeah, almost 1,000. So what I usually do is do an hour on my normal day. So I'll go back to an hour, normal day of an hour video. So I'll begin to wait for Parliament to do the vote for the marriage equality, and then so that will be next week. So next week you will see the actual vote by the politicians, and they will cast the vote, and it should be live across the rest of the world for everyone to see that. Eric Mallory. Hello, Eric Mallory. Your level 63. Yes, I've done the hilly wake up, the hilly stretches. And I'll be out and about soon, getting some videos done. Because after December 15 and the Star Wars, gone. Invited 2,116 fans to the broadcast. Eric Mallory. So I've got to do all my videos for the next few days to keep everyone happy in the Spongo universe. So if I do 5 videos today, 5 videos tomorrow, well, the story of Star Wars is coming out is a very complicated story. We have very illusionary views that Luke Skywalker is actually the father. It's going to be very complicated when it all happens. And okay, so I'll do 1 hour videos from now on till Star Wars. Yes, we're all Luke Skywalker. Oh, my image just went. Oh, I'm back now. There. You can see the image whenever it... Yes, and everyone returned. We had a slight re-entry there. Yeah, I am more inclined for Grey Jedi. I'm like the Jedi in the middle. And so I will... It will be an emotional time to see Star Wars. The storyline and plot and the interrogation scene. So I think they've keyed on the 7 aspects that we need in a Star Wars movie. We need confrontation. We need interrogation. We need the loss of personal growth of the Jedi. The regain of personal growth of the Jedi. The friends of the companions search for the companion that they're after. I don't think they'll explain that one. Yeah, I'll explain that when the movie's here in 1 month time. Oh yeah, you're on the 16th, so you're still on the 16th of November. So in 1 month's time, I might do a review, but I don't want to jump straight into review and start talking about illusionary concepts that I talk about that people don't understand in the Star Wars concept. There are elements in Star Wars that only an Asperger connects to that define identity. Okay, so what do we expect out of the Star Wars? We expect the companion story is difficult because that. Oh, my microphone just cut out then. Microphone. Yeah, there's slight pause in the. Oh, I gotta find the right spot to talk with the microphone without breathing on the microphone. So I myself watch all of the Star Wars interpretation videos, and it's everywhere I just went live. And I better get in position for the cup of tea to. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect for the cup of tea, Dad. And so for the Star Wars, it it will highlight a lot of issues that I can discuss in future videos. Oh, and people have been talking about the game, and they've tried to work out who Rey's parents are. So there's the Star Wars game that has the Battle of Jakku, and there's two ships workers from the Empire who joined the Rebel, and they were stranded on Jakku, and either gonna reconnect with them in part 2, Lizzie the Great PM Munstead. Okay, so the big story that comes out of the part 8, part 8. What do I say, part 2? Part 8 of the story of the Star Wars, and so the biggest confrontation is deciding, will they do the parents of Rey? Will Luke reveal if he knew him? I think that's what we're all hoping, is for that closure of the gap. For you never got the wounded Jedi get their son return intact in one piece. Oh yeah, it's a bit like, here, Dad, here's my girlfriend. That's the moment at the end of part 7. No, not really. Why did I think that? So, if Kylo Ren is the son of Luke, if Rey is the daughter of a rebel, or no, a former Imperial worker, Imperial officer who converted to the Rebel Alliance, then that would explain a lot in the story. I suppose we will see it eventually. Oh, it's got to stop talking in the microphone. Got to stop talking directly in the microphone. So we will see the eventual story. I think I might wear that short shirt again today. Of the suntan that I get. Oh look, I need to wear some short shirts so I get the suntan on my arms to disappear. Oh no, to increase the suntan. The arms don't match each other. The upper arm doesn't match the lower arm. Okay, 10 minutes to go. This talk of the Star Wars. And with the equal marriage topic, we will. Oh, did you want me to guess you? Okay. I'll press the green little button. Oh, you don't appear to be on. Oh, there. Oh, I. Oh, audience. Yeah, that's it. Yes, there you go.
Wait, did you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Yes. Oh,
So,
yep.
I don't like this YouNow system. It's getting more glitchy every moment. It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Yo, Yo, I'm telling you, YouTube is gonna buy this freaking channel, and then we're done. We're gonna lose all free. No, seriously, because like if YouNow can't get its ass together, and it keeps making all this stupid freaking broken structural things, it's gonna be. Ajit, get that say. Allah. Okay, just wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we've had a lot of technical issues with YouNow. I think that's the main thing that stops people going to YouNow is the glitches that are happening.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to bring it up because my mom's like complaining that I'm talking to people on the internet. She doesn't like the fact that I'm talking to people on the internet. You can hear me, right?
Yeah. So the glitches, I sort of contend with the glitches, and the glitches drop me out of the stream a lot, and I just stay in the same stream, and just contend with all of those glitches that happen.
Yeah. Anyway, Regarding Star Wars, I just hope they don't like I don't know throw token things. You know what I mean? I want it to be organic. Like I know they're not gonna go based on the comics or any of the novels, but like
Mm.
I really just don't want them to be like, oh, here's a black guy and here's a homosexual just for the or here's a an Arab like a token character. Like we don't need token characters. We need organic plots. You know what I
So
mean?
what they're gonna do is try to recreate Empire Strikes Back. So there's gonna be Casino Planet. So the Casino Planet's gonna be like Las Vegas, and then they're gonna go to the Frozen Planet. So at the end there's the Frozen Planet, like the hot scene
Mm-hmm.
where the walkers,
Wait, the
gorilla
Ewoks?
walkers. Oh no, Ewoks.
No Ewoks, no more Ewoks, right?
Oh,
They're too
there's
hippie and they stay in trees. They can't conform to city life.
But actually, the planet where Luke is, there's these little tiny creatures that look like, what do they look like? They look like, um, the porgs. Have you seen all of the porgs?
So I have a question. Is it true that the black guy is related to Luke?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that he is related, but
Like that's so lame. Why can't he just be a random guy who just happens to, be chosen? Why does he have to be related to these people?
that's
That's not
what a
right.
lot.
I'm sorry.
That's what a lot of the Star Wars people are saying is that he
Like
shouldn't
in
be
the
related.
Marvel universe, the new Spider-Man, he's not related to Parker. He just
Mm,
happens to have the same powers. You get what I'm trying to say here?
yep.
It's like he has his own destiny. He doesn't have to follow Parker. He's not Parker. You know what I mean? Like it's a clean slate. It's like the Avatar. What was it? Oh, was it, no, not Last Airbender. The newer version of Avatar, where they lose all the Avatar states, and now it's like a clean slate, and she has like whatever. Like she starts from scratch with the Avatar state. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just feel like it won't be this. Like you need to if the idea of Star Wars with the light and the dark is that in order to have the light you have to have the darkness, but the darkness destroys everything, right? So you have to have a new source of light. It can't be the same light, or else it won't make sense. You know what I mean?
I think what they're trying to do is there's going to be another three movies after these ones. So in 2024, I think the next one's going to be. Then it'll be 2026. Then
Hmm.
2028 as the last movie in the next trilogy. So that is going to focus more on Ray, Finn, and
We're gonna be
the
old
the
men by then. We're like, oh.
And so either Luke will disappear at the end of episode 9,
Hmm.
or Mark Hamill will be signed on for the next trilogy. And I think they might carry Mark Hamill on for the episode 12, probably. Either keep him on for the next trilogy because he's the draw card for my generation to
Hmm.
watch the story. So if we yeah to keep our generation in, we want to see people from our generation in the Star Wars movie. So
I you
we
see that's the thing. I feel like we should keep the old characters legend. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like the new Star Wars movie where they kept everything like a legend. It wasn't like you don't know what Han Solo went through. You know what I mean? You don't know the shit he went through. You don't know what Luke Skywalker went through. What we saw in episode one, two, three, all the episodes, those were legends. Those weren't like they're canon, but they're not canon in the history book. It's just a like let someone speak. Like imagine someone telling you a poem, but you put that into but the poem is in the form of a movie. So like all those words are in imagery. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about the
Yeah,
new Star Wars movie. It was like you don't know what the hell happened back then. You don't know schmack.
that was the idea of these three movies, is to follow the poetry of the original,
Mm.
the spirit of the wills.
Like it's similar to like in Game of Thrones in the beginning they use a lot of superstition like if one of the wolves of the Starks die then that means the Starks are gonna die, you know what I mean? But
Yes,
all of a sudden like as the season I mean as the series progressed in different seasons it broke away the whole superstition thing. It's like you don't know what the hell's going on. You just have to, deal with this chaos. So like I just want to see chaos in Star Wars. Like just mad chaos. Like how like you know what I mean? I don't know. Like it's just this mad chaos. Like because there should not be an order in the darkness. You know what I mean? If you want order, you can go back to when the Republic was strong. This is the Empire, the Empire is ruling, the Empire is everywhere. The Empire has basically legalized piracy. It's basically the purge. We
yeah,
need to have the purge. We need people to realize that this is no longer this, oh, good guys, bad guys. It's like, no, there are some bad guys who had good reasons to be bad.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And there are some good guys who are hiding shit.
Yeah, I think Luke is hiding a lot when all this will be revealed
Like
at
I
the
really
end.
I want to see Luke turn evil because I know in the comics he goes evil. Like I just want him to like fuck you Republic and then you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much, but
Yeah, but also with the tree on the island that he's living on,
hmm
that has elements of Anakin the Skywalker in the tree. That he will want Ray to open the tree and for him to get a glimpse of that magnitude of power.
Listen, you know better than me. I'm just like I'm a novice when it comes to Star Wars. I just love the fighting scenes. It's like, but I never understood how do clones not be able to shoot people? Like they're just shooting.
That was a joke because see every big empire has to have a defect. Every large empire has a defect in their troops.
No, not even the Empire. I'm just saying the clone. Like anyone who has a gun can't even shoot smack. It's like they can't shoot. Even the hunter, he can't shoot smack. Like how we have guns now that are so accurate that they make lasers look like smack. You know what I mean? Or is that the future? Lasers are just they're really damaging, but they just can't shoot. Their aim assist is so bad. Is that the future? Are we going to be using lasers that can't really be accurate? Is that the reality of our situation now?
Yes,
Bad ammo.
and and 10 minutes, and we will end the stream. I think I'll just do one streams for the next for the next 30 days. I'll just come on here this time and do 1 hour streams for the next 30 days before
Oh
we
yeah, because
start
it's
again.
very tense. We had like 5 hour streams. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh no, it was good because that got my percentage up. I got to level. Did you see? I got to level 61. See, that was the only reason why I did the 8 hour streams because I was holding back on talking about Star Wars until all of this was revealed. Yeah, yeah, he's been. And so the eventual wait for this 1 month before the Star Wars reveals, and as each day progresses, the YouTube gets messages from, so the people get paid by us to do this. The Star Wars Disney company feeds them information to do stories and plot lines on their YouTube
Mm-hmm.
videos. So I'm watching them and realizing they're taking us down this path that will give us a teaser to the movie, and so they go to this movie with all these things. So we got to
I mean, I hope
follow.
it works.
Yeah.
I hope it works because listen, I don't want it to be Token. Okay, we already have a Token movie. It's called Lord of the Rings. We don't need
Yeah.
any. No, like, I really do mean this.
Mm.
Like, I didn't like the Jungle Book. I didn't. It's bad. Like
Oh
these.
well. I'll tell you about the Jungle Book. So when Walt Disney died, they wanted a universal story that everyone can connect to. Now, as me, my generation was the generation who saw Jungle Book. Um, my brother, who was 6 years old, older than me, he saw it when he was a kid. So then, when I was 4 years old, I saw the Jungle Book. Because every 7 years they re-released a Disney movie every 7 years. We saw Bambi one year. We saw Beauty and the well, no, it was Snow White the next year. Then it was Cinderella.
So they're just
Then
gonna re-release all these old shows, but like tweak it or something.
yeah, as you saw
That's not
now
right.
with this
That's not
generation,
right.
they've stopped doing cartoon versions, gone to full actors in the role.
Okay, if
So
if
they've
we're gonna
done.
have full actors, at least keep the original Like, I don't know. It's just like I read the book, the Jungle Book, and they
Yep.
don't use any of those words. You know, like I could understand the music, fine, add the music, whatever song, but like they need to start introducing like other languages because we can't have this like oh, everyone in India who isn't white are speaking English when it's really, like a mixture of English, Urdu, and Hindi. You know what I mean? Like, people should, like, we should be able to have an audience that, like, starts learning shit, from these
Yeah.
movies.
Oh yeah, I
Come on.
heard stories that they changed the ending of the movie not to be like the book. So when he saw the when he saw the girl at the end, I think, did he go to the community or did
No,
he?
but like that's what I'm trying to say here. Like there was no girl. That girl does not
Yeah.
exist in the book. In the book, it's actually his foster parents. His
Oh,
foster
that was
parents
it.
bring him
Yeah.
in, and I think they die because the village finds out that he knows how to communicate with animals, and they think it's witchery or something like that, or some kind of voodoo
Oh,
shit.
okay. Yep.
And what happens is it's really dark because what happens is once he gets his revenge, not on the village, but like on the on the tiger, the Khan, whatever his name is.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Kuba Khan. Yep.
like just everything breaks down because like I think he just doesn't have the that human reasoning to explain to people that no, this is how what happened to me. You know what I mean? It's he goes his feralness gets the better of him. You know what I mean? And this is and I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just like dark stories. I'm sorry. I just really like dark stories.
Yeah. I like the eventual reveal of what the real story of the Jungle Book was about. Then
Because he just returns
then
back to the jungle, but as like a semi modern person. So like he's more green friendly. He's trying to uh, get the wild to be more like he's your like how you call it? Your everyday what do you call it? Those guys that guard the forest to prevent endangerment
Ranger.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, ranger. He becomes a ranger,
Yeah.
but he becomes a ranger or something. But like not by the government, by on his own terms. You know what I mean?
Here, this is what in seasonal Australia we uh, prune dates, as they call them.
Prune dates.
So yeah, these are
So what is it? Prunes and dates, a plant like mixed, like you had to mix them together, and then all of a sudden this new seed came up. Prune dates.
yeah, it's wait, what's the exact plant name that wait, I'll look I'll look it up.
You don't even know your own food.
The date tree. Oh, here you go. It's Phoenix Dracophilia. It is the
Yeah, that sure looks like a
yeah,
phoenix.
yep.
Is it spicy?
Um,
Does it have a zing to it or no?
no, it's what we put in Christmas. There you go. I'll get the picture. Oh, I clicked on clicked on the image there. Which one did I go to? Oh, there you
Wait,
go.
they're indigenous
Yeah,
to Australia, right? Or what?
nah, these trees originally from Iraq. So
Ah, of
we
course,
yeah,
of course, of
yeah,
course. You just import everything. The toads, the dates, the tea, the curry, the
so
people.
so at Christmas time we soak them in rum and
Hmm.
we make a cake out of them. So we make the traditional Christmas cake.
Is there an
And
alternative besides rum or no?
well, you could just add water, but as
It won't be the
traditional
same.
as traditional Catholics, we add rum to everything, or we we add alcohol to everything.
I
It's
figured.
yeah,
Is it because Jesus made water into wine? Is that the
yeah,
reason why that's your
yeah,
excuse? Wow.
and it's the only time our family have alcohol is in the Christmas cake. It's sort of weird.
Wait, how come like Catholics they have Christmas on December, but then Eastern Orthodox people they have it on January? Like what's
Oh,
with that?
that's Russian Orthodox, and that carries on from the.
No, I mean I've seen Armenians don't celebrate it on
Oh,
20th.
okay.
Like every Orthodox Ethiopian like almost everyone except the Assyrian and the Mennonite, like the Lebanese
Yeah, see,
Christians.
Western culture, we carry on through the Christmas, the New Year,
Hmm.
and because we don't go back to school till the 7th of January. Oh, well, I'm talking about university over here. So
Hmm.
university doesn't go back till 7th January. So that is a tradition to keep the 7th of January for that 1 week extra for religious activities to keep going until the 7th of January. So
Hmm.
yeah. So in the university perspective, as you're saying, in academia they follow the traditions of other religion. We still, as academics, we have the April, oh no, it's March, April of the fast. Um, what is Lent? Lent is Lent a Catholic one as well as
Yeah, Lent is Catholic.
yeah.
I mean, I think there's Lenten. Wait, is there Lent? I don't know if Eastern Orthodox people do Lent, but I know I've seen Catholics do Lent, but
Yeah,
Protestants
but
don't.
because of Ramadan, as you'll notice, when Ramadan is on in YouNow, I think it's an offence for us as Westerners to eat in front of you while you're doing your Ramadan, and I think it's offensive for us to eat in front of you. So during Ramadan, I make
No,
sure
okay.
that. Wait, we just lost the sound. We just lost. We just lost you. Hang on, I'll redo the connection. We have lost the connection. Yep, we lost the connection. We will fix this up. How do you refresh on this thing? Refresh. Where's the refresh button? Yeah. I think there's a problem in the YouNow. It 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 broke. So it's there a way to refresh? Where is the refresh button? Refresh. Oh, there it is. Reload. We can add you again. Yes. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Just go
Look.
on the guest list. That's quicker that
Yeah.
way. You don't have to go on audience and click on the person. Just go on the guest list and
Yeah. I had a problem in the original YouNow stream, the official
yeah,
YouNow stream.
you now is just a piece of shit.
See, I can't share screen there, but I'm not in the official YouNow.
Oh, you don't
Oh
see
yeah,
me?
you can't see that I can't share screen now. So
It's
yeah, I'm
brilliant.
I'm in I'm in the original unloaded YouNow. The YouNow that you download to your laptop that you can
Ah, you
share screen
now.
and everything like. Yeah.
The brilliance
So
of
that.
you now.
Oh look, I can continue into. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Yes.
Yeah,
The.
so no, because okay, so here's
Hang on, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I should have. Hang on, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I think I. Yes, there we go. Oh wait, yeah, okay. Yeah, we got you again. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
what I did. Yeah,
like
okay.
my advice for people who don't really celebrate Ramadan, they just don't be so blunt about eating food in front of us. You know what I mean? Like you could eat
Yeah.
food, no, you have every right to, but just don't eat purposely because I'm fasting. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Mm.
Like you can eat, you
So
have every right to eat. You're not Muslim, so you don't have to celebrate Ramadan. But
yeah,
like
I've
you don't like.
spoken.
But there are people who like they purposely do it, and I'm like, what is that? Makes no sense. Like when Christians are on Lent, we don't bother you guys. I mean, not you, but like in America, like no Muslim bothers a Christian because of Lent. But then when Ramadan comes, like I always get like bothered with about, oh, what am I supposed to do on Ramadan? I'm like, dude, just chill. It's just a normal day.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
ever since YouTube days, when the idea of being on YouTube for more than 8 hours,
Yeah.
and so I'd usually have a cup of tea.
I'm not okay. Kita. Yeah, but you, because you. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like on Ramadan, just easy, Don't
Yeah.
worry about it,
So
Whatever. It's just a
traditionally,
normal day. Like when Christmas happens, I don't like go crazy about Christmas. It's just a normal day, whatever. It's just like
so
any other day.
traditionally,
I just don't celebrate it. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't.
traditionally,
And
always have
people
a
can say happy holidays, whatever. That's cool. But like, I'm just gonna say enjoy. Enjoy your day, your evening, whatever. Like,
yeah. See,
I just don't see the reason why someone who's not of the same faith has to say like happy Eid. You know what I mean? Like, that's
mm,
not a thing. You know what I mean? No, really. If you look into like ancient history, right? Like you'll see the governments do it because that's their way of respecting their minorities. But like the
yeah,
actual majority who are not like the actual majority who are not the minority or vice versa, they don't go rubbing it in their face. It's Christmas, it's Eid, it's Buddha's birthday, blah blah blah. It's like you do you, I do me. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yeah. The Australian
Maybe I'm
government
just
slowly, yeah, the Australian government slowly accepted that they got to stop saying Merry Christmas. So they've stopped
no. You don't have to stop
saying it.
saying Merry Christmas. Like you
Now
could say Merry Christmas.
the official Australian government
No, but the
for
officials have the right to practice their religion. They just can't impose the idea that I have to say Merry Christmas. You get me? Like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
the Prime Minister of Australia, let's say I meet him, and he says
mm,
Merry Christmas. I say, oh, good morning. That's it.
yeah,
Because if you go to Africa, you'll see these Christian communities and the Muslim communities, they don't go saying, like, okay, let's say it's Eid, right? Um, a Christian will say good evening
yeah,
and the Muslim guy will say good evening. If it's on Eid, um, we say Eid Mubarak to our Muslim brethren, and we say whatever, good afternoon, whatever. It's like there's no need for me to be like you have to say Eid Mubarak because you're a non-Muslim. You know what I mean? That makes no sense. Like I think it's a European thing to force everyone to say the same holiday, if that makes sense. I really do think so, because even Chinese people, they don't force people to say Happy Chinese New Year or the
yeah,
Year of the Rat, the Monkey, the Pig. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. I
Even
just really think it's a European thing.
yeah, even in Australia, the Chinese New Year is a rather selective thing to do because we always it, we always like the Chinese tradition, and we we use we usually go to the Chinese festival
Mm-hmm.
to see the fireworks and the event, and usually have yum cha or make sure to to book into a restaurant to have yum cha
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
the yeah.
I mean, no, like
So
I'm just saying, like each group of people have their own thing. You know what I mean? So if
yeah.
Chinese people say, yeah, you can say it, fine. If Muslims say you don't have to say it, then I don't think you should worry about. Oh, do I say even? I mean, I don't know. It just seems weird.
See, traditionally in Australia, we would always eat the same thing. Monday would be well, Sunday would be a roast dinner. Monday would
Mm-hmm.
either be a salad or chicken would be Wednesday. Thursday would either be pizza and then Friday fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
So that was usually broken by having Chinese meal on either a Monday, and then we could go to a Turkish restaurant either on the Wednesday or Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
In in my
Listen, if you got the money to pay for it, get it.
yeah in my autistic Asperger group,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm in an autistic group and we discuss points the same way and talk about these issues. We have 1 month meetings. Each month we'd pick a place to go. 1 month we'd go to a Turkish restaurant and one Chinese restaurant, and then we'd go to Sizzlers. We'd go to Sizzlers to, to have the you can eat at Sizzlers.
You
So
see, I don't
the
have a car, so
yeah.
I have to walk
So
everywhere. So
I
the
I don't have
closest
a car.
restaurants are all Arabic. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna be like, I have to go somewhere else. Like, no, I'll help the local community get more money. Let me get myself more poorer by spending more money for food. No, but I'm telling you, Turkish and Arab restaurants, they have banging food. It's like,
Yeah,
I mean, I have Chinese food right now because I just happened to cross by a Chinese restaurant that
yeah.
serves halal meat, but
But but
uh,
what we like about the Oriental food is that it's a separation from our normal life to experience the
wait,
food of other
Oriental. What is
countries.
Oriental specifically? Is it Asian,
Oh,
like East Asian, or is it like just Asia in general?
see, the Westerners put all of everything. Uh, see, everything from beyond Poland to China, Japanese,
Wait,
Thailand.
wouldn't Russian be Oriental then if
Yeah,
it's beyond Poland?
so Russian is
That's
Oriental.
racist. Because the Russians
Russian,
are always saying we're part of the West, and then wow,
that
damn,
that is the
that's
way the
some
rest of the
racist
world
shit.
sees. See, we have Russian Jewish restaurants out here.
And listen, I'm
So
not saying you. I'm just saying that
yeah,
whoever thought of
yeah.
this was a racist dumbass. No, seriously,
So
Oriental, really? Is that? I remember reading a book where it talks about there's four types of humans. They were doing
yeah,
Mongolian, Mongoloid, Negroid. I'm like, oh my god, this is the racist shit I've ever read. It's like they needed better wording on this stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
yeah, our Chinese restaurants out here are split between Mongolian food,
Hmm?
um, middle Chinese food, more Cantonese, yeah, more Cantonese and Szechuan.
What is Mongolian food? Please
Oh,
define that because
so
I've never seen a Mongolian person before. I've only read in books. That's it.
Mongolian food versions is more wild chicken, wild pork. So I don't believe you eat pork. Do
No, but they have a Muslim population in Mongolia, so I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure they have their own like whatever kosher
Yeah,
halal stuff there.
yeah, they're kosher. So their variation on the Chinese meal is more bean, sort of like Mexican. It is more a bean sort of Mexican taste to a Mongolian meal with peanut butter. So Mongolian variation has peanut butter in it. So that is the Chinese meal with the. So if you can taste peanut butter, you know. So fried rice is usually egg
Hmm.
and prawns in the fried rice. Now in the Mongolian fried rice, you can taste the peanut. You can taste peanut in that variety of fried rice, and
And if anyone
actually,
had nut allergies and they didn't know that,
yeah,
I'm telling you right now, they
yeah,
would have died. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but that's a nightmare for a person with nut allergies. Oh, this tastes
oh,
good. Wait, peanuts. No!
they put
That's probably
sultana
how the
in it.
Mongols won. They were like, hey, everyone has peanut allergies over here. Let's just give them peanuts. It's either
Yeah,
mass slaughter or peanut allergies. Oh man.
so the suburb that I grew up with, because see the north part of my capital city, that is mainly European.
Hmm.
The southern part of my population, it is mixed with Chinese.
You
Um,
would think it'd be the northern part of Australia that's Asian, because it's closer to like Asia, and the southern would be European, just because or the
um,
western part of Australia. But that's not the case here, isn't it?
yeah, even in Sydney, so even if the northern part is your traditional European. I don't know what it is. They first settled um, Brisbane, and Melbourne is halfway. So Melbourne is halfway. So Melbourne has run this way. So it splits. Melbourne's immigration on the west side, and oh yeah, I'm trying to do it as
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
yeah,
Keep going. Keep going.
yeah. So the the European side is actually the west side, and the east side is the Asian
And the
Euro,
Aborigines,
European.
most of them, are they all over Australia or are they concentrated in some parts?
Well, in my area of Queensland, it's highly more indigenous. As you go south past Sydney, you get a
Hmm.
higher concentration indigenous. Then in Melbourne, it's more sporadic. Um,
Hmm.
See, because as I said, they put a divider line in each capital city. So there was this road, which not
When you mean divider line, you mean legally, not like physically divided.
yeah, a legal line where they couldn't
Okay,
cross.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't
So
want a
after
wall in Australia, you know. We got that. We got enough Trumps already, you know.
50 years ago, if you were not a Gentile in the community and contributing to the community, contributing money to the community, if you wanted that line and have money in your
Wait,
pocket.
Gentile in the aspect of the Jewish view or Christian view?
Yeah, Christian view.
Okay, I was gonna
So
say because I know Gentile is a Christian term, not really. I mean,
yeah,
the Jewish term. That's why I was like, wait, what?
yeah. So if
Jew,
you
Jew?
wait, I'll put it in
Okay.
context.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just wait a minute.
Okay, please hold.
Hello?
Wait, what is the exact I'm looking for?
Okay, I'll text her.
Oh, that's it. Vagrant. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So the word I was looking for.
You might want to refresh your broadcast. You're breaking
Yeah.
up. Let me leave. Let me leave.
Is it okay now? Is
No, no, no.
it
Your
okay now?
audio is breaking up.
Oh, hey, I'll have a look. How's that? Is the audio well now? Did you want me to guess again? Oh, how it was the audience. So I forgot to check. Or did you want me to click on the guest? In the New Jersey. Okay, here's the sound now. Is the sound okay? Yeah, the word I was trying to look for was vagrancy.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm hearing you.
We had a vagrancy act where if you were not contributing to the community, they put you in jail if you cross that road. If you cross that road with no money,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you could be imprisoned for up to a year for crossing the road, and be penalised by.
So. No, keep talking. I mean, because I got the speaker on the computer,
Yeah,
and
so
the
that
camera's on here, so don't worry about
so
me
that
not hearing.
that
I could
law
hear.
existed. That law existed until 2005, where you had to have money in your pocket, or else you would be arrested if you did not own money. So 2005, people. After that date, we could run around without money. People with credit cards, they could still be arrested because you have to have money in the credit card and
So you had to have
swiping.
is it a certain amount of money, or is it just you had to have some type of cash?
Yeah, any form of cash you needed to have in you as
Okay.
a citizen. Yeah.
So you could have a penny or whatever the penny equivalent in Australia is. That's enough, right?
Well, 25 cents wouldn't really get you anywhere. It
Mm-hmm.
is it is really enough to get passage out of town. Yeah, so as long as you could afford the bus fare out of town, they then they didn't arrest you. But that was before 2004. So now it's safe to run around the whole country. It's safe to run around the whole country with no money at all. Yeah, you could still except when the Commonwealth Games is on and Olympic Games is on. If you're homeless in that town and tourists see that you're homeless, then the police come and they put you in a bus and they put homeless people in hotels
Mm-hmm.
during the 2 weeks of the Commonwealth Games. They'll house the homeless people so that they're not a burden to the tourist industry, so that the tourists do not the homeless population during the Commonwealth Games.
Okay, so a homeless person would be found. The government will just house them temporarily until
Yeah,
furtherwise. It's like some kind of socialistic program, basically. Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
So
as long as it wasn't like I don't know, shaming. As long as it wasn't shaming them, I think that should be good.
no, they don't try to shame. So they put them back in their community
Because that's
and
what
if
America
they're
does.
living,
We,
yeah,
we,
if they
we, we, we instead of rehabilitating people, we be shaming them without like an irrational like you could be jail for pot or murder. You're going to be treated the same way. It's like what the fuck.
so they get to live back on the beach if they're living on the beach, or they get to live in their wherever they're living in the park, and it actually the Catholic Church is the ones that I think
Yeah,
it's
your audio
every
is breaking up.
twice a week they'll do a service.
Is it really maybe twist it or something? I don't know. When are you getting your new headphones? Tomorrow?
Yeah, how's that? Uh, well, because these headphones are slightly getting a bit old now. This
Hmm.
headphone is 20 years old now, so I think I'm due for a new. a headphone. So I was gonna wait until after Star Wars, and
Hmm.
I'll save up for
Wait, do you have
cheaper
like
head.
do you know in radio shows they have like those speaker things? Don't you have those or no?
Ah, no, see, I'm not in the studio.
Oh, you have to
I'm
be in the studio. Okay, you don't have your own pair. You
yeah,
you you just have the studio pair at the studio. That okay? That's fine. I get it.
yeah,
Oh my god. You should get a pair of those studio things. That probably would make because think about it. You'd be practicing both your job at home and at work. You know.
yeah. Uh, I found out hours and to see because they're coming right down in price and they're like 50% off now. And so as soon as I see a bargain, I'll get a new. I'll get a
I see.
new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys have a micro center at your country or no?
No,
Or
we
or
only
a
have a.
Target?
Yeah, we have Kmart and Target
There's a
and
Kmart?
yeah.
I thought
This
Kmart shut down.
as I said,
Holy.
the South African collective runs our Kmart and,
Oh,
and Malaysian. It's all run by Malaysia. It's run by a, a triangle of Malaysia, South America, South Africa, and South America. Yeah, South Africa,
South
and
American.
Malaysia.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
all contribute to the center. Oh, and actually, Bangladesh has just stepped in. So
Oh, look at
Bangladesh
that.
Bangladesh has contributed textiles and t-shirts and pants so far in the past 10 years. Yeah. We we used to get our clothes and textiles from Pakistan and India, but now it's due to Bangladesh.
Yeah, it's
So
probably cheaper to get it from Bangladesh, but unfortunately,
I was actually
it's probably cheaper to get it from Bangladesh. But the
yeah,
problem with this is, unfortunately, the government in Bangladesh doesn't crack down. Like they have the laws to crack down, but they don't do it. It's like,
yeah. We had a reporter go check the the buildings that house all of the textile and shirt and um, the pants manufacturing area in Malaysia and India and Pakistan, and they found that all everything was in the one building. The onions, apples, oranges, the pants and the shirts were all one building, and the building collapsed because it stored everything in the shopping centre. The building collapsed, and about that building collapsed
mm.
in Malaysia. That that
Listen, I blame the simple fact that Bangladesh is not even a complete country. If you look at the size
the
of
Kmart in the
Bangladesh, it
what?
looks like it's missing a part. I want you to guess where its other half is.
Yeah, they made the they made a coastal. Usually, what happens
You,
is it's
have you
reclaimed
ever
to
heard of West
build up
Bengal?
other parts of the more
Oh,
important parts of the country.
like the capital of West Bengal used to
Yeah.
be the capital of ours before they started splitting. Before the partition happened between Pakistan and Bangladesh,
Yeah.
Pakistan and India.
Oh, so
Ridiculous! It's fucking ridiculous. We used to be one whole body. Dhaka wasn't really a capital. It was like New York City. If you know what I mean? The capital was actually in West Bengal because that was actually the center.
so this do you still get do you still get the massive landslides that happen in most of those parts of like when because of the Indian mining and
Um.
mineral
Okay,
exports,
so like
a lot of the
it's
landslides that happen are due to the mining.
so whatever happens in West Bengal is not
Because
really our authority because they're just under Indian law. You know what I mean? So whatever India does, that's their territory. But it's
oh, okay,
the people in West Bengal are the same people
yeah,
in Bangladesh. Like there is no like if you were to take a genetic test, right? I'm more likely to be I like you could mistake me as West Bengal. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because we're that closely related. The people and even our language, like
mm,
our Sanskrit in Bangladesh and West Bengal and Assam and the islands down south of Bangladesh, it's basically the same grammar, the same whatever. It's basically Eastern Sanskrit, and the Western Sanskrit is basically Hindi. You know what I mean? It's really like I don't understand why we're divided. Like the only reason would be that uh, well, the politicians in India and the British, when they were leaving, they purposely did this to make sure that there was no second powerhouse. Because before Pakistan and India, you had the Mongol Empire and and a few other like Hindu kingdoms, and then you had
yep,
The Bangladeshi Sultanate. But the Bangladeshi Sultanate was he didn't give any allegiance to any of the Muslim empires. He was like independent, and he had a large Hindu population, but they were like satisfied with this Muslim ruler because he didn't bother with them. You know what I mean? It's like a Muslim state that like somehow manages to have the modern
yep.
liberal ideas of like cohesion. And then the Mongols come in and they're like, no, everyone has to be under our empire. It's like, and we just didn't have the resources to like beat off the Mongol Empire because that's a giant ass empire.
Mm.
I can't hear you
You
now.
know, speaking of the the Jungle Book movie,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, oh, you know the Jungle Book movie. So when when Westerners analyze the Jungle Book movie, they describe the snake as being like European, like um, the king's law was the snake. So when the snake was introduced, it feels elements of the strangulation of the British monarchy coming in to
Oh,
take
okay.
over, and that's the way most of
Do
us
you think the snake should have been
Westerners
female?
view the
Because I
Jungle
think it
Book
should have been
movie.
male.
That the snake is the oh
Because they made a female, an
well
Indian
the
female lady.
actor
I
is
was like, that was not
male that
right.
does the voice. He's the same guy. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's the new version. Yeah, the new version made that. Oh, Cassandra. It's been a while since
Because
Cassandra.
that gives a bad
Cassandra
message
is
about
from
women. You know what I
Scotland.
mean? Like women are
Oh, wait,
snakes.
no, you're from Northern. Well, I forgot. Yeah, so in the proper one, the actor that did Winnie the Pooh
hmm
did the voice for the snake in the original version of the
Is
Jungle
he
Book.
alive? The guy
But
who did
yeah, I've
Winnie the
not
Pooh?
seen that new
Like who voiced Winnie the Pooh?
currently. I'll wait until it goes on TV. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay.
He goes to conventions and con conventions in LA and Florida, and yeah, actually, he was in Philadelphia. He was in Philadelphia a few months back.
Oh, that's interesting.
He reads the part. He did this funny one where he's with other Disney people. He did the of Darth Vader. He did the part of Darth Vader as Winnie the Pooh, and he's going.
Darth Vader is Winnie.
So there's
Yo,
a
man,
voice. He
where's the
does.
honey? Yo, that. Oh my
So he did
god.
Darth Vader. Yeah. I, I,
I'm like trying to see the yo Darth. Oh man.
I am your doctor. Give me some honey.
Like I'm just trying to imagine the mask, and like just like all. It looks like there's
Yeah,
boogers coming out of it, but it's just honey. He's like, but instead of like, it's like it's like literally farts going, the sound of farts, but it's honey. Oh my god! Because you know how like Winnie the Pooh, he doesn't eat
so
honey.
each convention,
He doesn't eat them cleanly. He like
yeah,
smothers that shit.
yeah. So each convention is usually there with the adventure people. So the Adventure Time and Steve Universe people, and they're all voice actors who've worked together before. And when they get together, they ask the audience what movie they should do. They usually was they did Avatar in one year, and their favourite is always Star Wars. Whenever they do the comedy of doing a skit when they do all the vocals of the character.
Um,
Some people are good because
that kind of
they
reminds me of
can
a
run for
SourceFed
all
interview. What was it? I think Phil DeFranco was interviewing the guy who played what was it? What was it? What was it? I'm trying to think here. I think it was from Hey Arnold, and he said to him, the guy, he said to Phil that it's not a good idea to ever show the kid that you voiced a cartoon character, because for whatever reason, the children like freak out, like not like a good way, like they're like that guy's demonic. You know what I mean? It's so weird. I was like, really? So you don't do voice acting in front of you don't do live voice acting in front of children. It's just
Yep.
it's not a good idea.
It's like when the actor who played Severus Snape in Harry Potter
Hmm.
as went to conventions, and he'd always say, "Turn to page 138," and like kids would hear that and they'd quickly turn their head. Same thing with the actor who played Darth Sidious, and
Oh
the
man,
Emperor.
just think about
When he
Snape. It
would get
makes
up
me
on the
sad because the
stage,
guy who played
kids
him.
would
Oh
always be
man,
frightened of him when they thought it was no.
like such good acting, and it's gone.
Yeah, that was January when he died.
Did he have a son or something or no? Maybe we could like brainwash his son to do his job. You know, he'd be the
Yeah,
new.
yeah, he's got a family, a son and a daughter.
Oh, even better, even better. Even better, even better. Now we just have to convince his children do acting. We just lock them in a room, and all they do is acting, and then they come out as like the new replacement of their own father's work, and then you have a female version and you have a male version, so you can do so much work on that in movies and stuff like that. I'm just joking, but that's some Chinese that's some Jackie Chan shit, because Jackie Chan was actually like
Yes, yes.
forced to learn
So
things he had to learn. Wait, can you hear me? It's so weird. Okay, anyway.
yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was
Oh
just
wait, did I not mention
uh,
Jackie Chan did not choose to be an action
we have a new shopping centre built.
oh, the shopping, yeah, shopping center. The Malaysian one, South African, and Bangladeshi.
Yeah.
So okay, so i are they themed by the
Oh
country
no,
they
I was
come
talking
from,
about in my
or are
area,
they
but
Australian enough
today we've got
to
a
not
new.
like you can't tell the difference between the African, the Bangladeshi, the Malaysian, and the South American one?
Um, yeah, well, our our shopping centres, they're run by Malaysia, so they're the authority of how to build them is run by Australian authorities, but
Mm-hmm.
the Malaysian government like to plan it like the same way a Malaysian shopping centre is. You know how big a Malaysian shopping centre is. Although I've seen one Malaysian shopping centre that's a big skyscraper. So we in Australia it's not really customary for a shopping centre to be a big skyscraper. We rarely go above 6 levels. We So our shopping centres are about 6 levels,
Mm-hmm.
about um, 100 stores,
Wait, is the
and
weather
there's
and like the soil
mainland
in
Asia,
Australia like not good enough to
Queensland,
have towers like that, or
Southwest,
no?
South Africa.
Like having towers of things, like because it might be below sea level or something like that, or
Um,
bad wind
well,
gusts.
we don't have earthquakes, but we consider that a building is putting too much of an indent into the community, and a building is more environmentally unfriendly than having a shopping centre where we can have gardens and everything. So in
Oh,
Australia, we like
that's
to
a
have
very
gardens
interesting.
next to
Okay,
where
I've
the
never
shops
thought.
are.
I
So
never thought about
we
that.
like it to
Wow.
be oh, like a like yeah, like Mediterranean style. The idea is open plan Mediterranean style. Most of the stores don't really necessarily have to have air conditioning because they like to have that low environmental impact. So because of the Mediterranean style, that there, hunting to the left said hello. So to keep that Mediterranean style environment of Australia, which is similar to the Mediterranean environment over there,
Mm-hmm.
the shops sometimes with the open plan variation in shopping centre design, they have an area where there's no air conditioning, and that is it's slightly permanently undercover, but it's sort of offset um, roof. It's offset roof design in that area,
Hey.
and that place there is usually where shoes and carpet. So there's the shoes and the carpet and all of the wood, what would we call it? Hardware. Yeah, hardware, flooring, shoes. All of that is that area where there's no air conditioning. It's not non-perishable
Wait,
like food
is
items.
it me
So
or
the
your
food
audio is a bit
items
funny
go into
again?
the area where the air conditioning is. So that if I'll have a look. Yeah, I think I am due for a new
Yeah, I
headset,
think your headphones are dead because
and it's
now it's just
usually is yeah, it usually
now
is
it's
YouNow that is
Snoopy's
actually.
parents doing the mwah 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 here. Like all you're doing is mwah mwah mwah. Hello.
I have
Oh my god, this is you really. Do you have maybe
headset.
iPhone headphones by any chance?
No, this is the only headset I've got. So, um, I think. Well, I'll talk another thing.
I mean, if you need to go somewhere, it's all cool. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to not be watching your dog and your nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? Because your brother would be like, "What the hell have you been doing? The dog is starving. The kids are going haywire here. What the hell is going on here?" You got uncle business to do. I don't want to block your uncle. Oh yeah. About the the guy that I know. What do you want me to let him know? Like, because I really don't know how to. Because I don't really talk to people that well in DMs. I barely do DMs. Like, should I just like give him your contact information or what?
Um, the audio okay?
The audio is a bit dodgy, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
I
Yeah.
can still hear you. You're still good. I could hear enough to know what you're saying.
Yes, that's good enough. Yes. At least you can hear me and hear me precisely. Okay, so yeah, just put in the DMs and I'll get back to I'll get back on that. And so yes, as I said, I'll do between 1 hour and 2 hours each day now until Star Wars, and
Mm-hmm.
then the gender debate in the Parliament will happen next week. I'm thinking it'll be on Friday next week.
Wait, gender
So
debate. What do you mean gender debate? What?
the vote for this proposal to be put in legislation as law, that they will change the wording of the Marriage Act. That's all they're going to
Oh, the
do. They
marriage act.
change,
Okay, I was gonna say
yeah.
gender. I don't remember hearing a gender proposal here.
Oh well,
I was like,
that's that's the way
oh
we as
yeah, we didn't even
Australians
talk
do
about
it.
the main thing, the hashtag equality thing. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Well, we always go, yeah, we always go similar to the top. We sort of talked about it in Star Wars, and yeah, so because the gender debate has waiting for the official law to be passed in the Parliament when they do the vote.
So on the no side, because they didn't make any speech. Oh,
No,
well, at
no.
least not all of them. Is there any amendments they have brought forward to negotiate? Even though that's not going to be negotiated, but they're going to attempt to do it.
Well,
Like,
the person
is
that
there anything from the Australian news where they say, okay, the no side has proposed these amendments, even though they're going to be rejected? Like, here are the amendments they have proposed
well
to
the
the.
no the no side actually wrote the bill, most of the bill.
Oh, they wrote the bill.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wait, I'm so confused. I thought the people who said yes wrote the bill, no?
No, the people who wanted the yes were the opposite. The people who were part of the no wanted one legislation which accepted same sex but had that barrier for religious groups to have the right to join services to LGBT. That's what the legislation is about. That they get the right to marry, but people in the community can deny them access. That people in the community
Wait,
could have the legal right to deny them access.
so can you give me an example so I can understand? Because I'm pretty sure they're playing two-dimensional chess here, and it's like there's no need for
Okay,
two-dimensional chess.
so legally they can put tax return as two couple, male male, female female. They
Mm-hmm.
can marry male male, male female, but if it comes to Catholic Church, they have the Catholic Church is 50-50 on this.
Mm-hmm.
There's 50% in the Catholic Church that do a same-sex marriage, but there's 50% that won't do a same-sex
Mm-hmm.
marriage. So that's where it's split between the two. So what the legislation is that they cannot be sued for denying marriage. The people can't sue the company, the church that will not give them the right to marry on sacred church property.
Okay. Only if the church does not agree to it, right? Or is it
Yeah,
regardless regardless if the church agreed or not? It's a Catholic church, so you're not allowed to. Like, what is it? Like,
yeah. It's really 50-50. So there's
okay.
50%. There's fifty
And this
percent.
legislation will only affect the churches or all houses of worship.
Um, it will only affect Catholic churches by the look of things.
No, like Christian churches. Like, it doesn't matter which church. Like, it'll affect Catholics, Protestants, Eastern
Oh yeah,
Orthodox, whatever.
well, Christian churches are all for it. I think it's only 10% that are opposed. 10% of
So, so,
Christian churches.
so which part of the Christian churches are part of the government? Like, technically, like the Queen can have
Oh
a
well,
say.
it is 100% Christian churches that follow the king and
Okay.
the yeah the rule of the queen.
Okay, I see, I
So
see, I see.
there's a slight minority of 10% of Christian churches that
Because
do
I
not
feel
want.
like I feel like this proposal has been poorly advertised, even though they had months and months to explain what's going on.
Yeah,
They refuse to point out that the Queen did this. They refuse to actually show people an actual example of like, okay, if we pass this law, whatever the law is, that because it's the people who said yes, they want to pass yesterday the people who said yes, right?
yep,
You know what I'm talking about, right? The people
yeah,
who are for the public saying yes. If we pass a law that gives marriage equality, they should have made the examples like, okay, on a certificate it will actually show that my opposite sex is my spouse or my
yeah,
husband or wife, whatever is usually on the paper. You know what I mean? Or
yep.
uh, a gay couple. Let's say the person who's not related to the child, he can sign off medical bills and stuff like that. And like wait, it's like they could have made those examples and they didn't. They kept saying, "Oh, it's about love and the definition of love and treating every marriage same." I'm like, no,
Yes,
it's about the benefits. They need the benefits. They need the tax cuts. They need the adoption the adoption rights. They can't be denied giving blood. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it,
oh,
it
actually, by law, you're not allowed to have had sex within a year of giving blood. I think is
no,
that
but like
correct?
I know some like okay in America there are counties and it's crazy. There are counties that will not allow homosexuals to give blood. It's it's crazy. I'm like, are you? There's no science in this. Hereby,
Well,
they think that there. They say it's tainted. I'm like, oh my god,
in
oh my
Australia,
god.
the blood gets processed, so um, they when they give blood,
Mhm.
they put it through a process of like some sort of sterilization of the blood. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's
Yeah,
some
no, I'm all for testing blood. What I'm saying is,
yeah.
people shouldn't be banned for giving blood because they're gay or straight
Mm,
or black or white. You know what I mean? Like that's weird. That doesn't make sense. If it's a health problem, fine. If it's because he's gay, no, that's not right. You know what I mean? Like everyone's blood gets tested equally anyway. It has to be. You know what I mean? I gave blood like last month, and they were testing my blood, like everyone's blood, at the mosque because they were doing a blood donation thing.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just saying if people can't understand that this I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Like it just
Okay.
I'm
I'll
not sounding crazy here.
I'll give it another 3 minutes and then we'll say goodbye and
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The last question that I didn't get to say.
oh, okay,
What
last
was
question.
it? from yesterday. The last question I didn't get to say yes
Yeah,
because we covered like most of its flaws. The yes vote and the no, well, the yes vote people, how they
yeah,
did not cover the. I mean, in my opinion, they didn't cover the substance. They just covered the
yeah,
idea that it's like I don't need that. I need people to acknowledge that no one's getting their rights given. Like their rights are not being given. Like no one's saying that. Like no one's giving the example of the licenses and this and that.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
the courts with the dysphoria. There was a
Yeah.
comment in yesterday that was about dysphoria at the courts. What was that about?
Well, body dysmorphia is a clinical psychological issue, and it is only controlled by the state. So, by the federal, by the Federation of Australia decreeing that it is federation law, then the state take that on as law. So it funnels down to the state. So the state level will add services
Mm-hmm.
to accomplish the objective of adding extra psychological help for body dysmorphia and other related issues that were guaranteed under the old legislation of
Can you give
um,
us an example so this can be understood?
well, well, pretty much. So male to male
Your voice
relation.
got shut out. Can you?
Oh, yeah. So male to male relation was not acknowledged, so that they all are regarded as separate cases. So that now they're regarded as both cases. And so if one of them has a body dysmorphia issue, or if both have body dysmorphia issue, then the government takes care of them now as dual ownership of the partnership of that relationship, so that the partner on the other side can care for and give approval for uh, medical procedures and medical attention, as we're saying.
Okay, so like if they're in transition, or wait, I'm getting confused here. I'm sorry. Like it just.
Um, well, body dysmorphia comes into two categories. Body dysmorphia is internal psychological issue related to their identity
Also,
as
it's like someone who's born with male genitals, but the person believes it's that they are a female. So the government will help transition the person so
yeah,
they can stabilize their mentality.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that it?
exactly.
Something like that?
Yeah,
Something of that sort, right?
yeah, that's the exact.
And so, like, let's say in court, they're testifying, but they tell the courts that they are a female, but on paper it says male. In order for the change from male to female, they would physically have to change, but they don't have the money, so the government would help
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah, exactly.
rehabilitate, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Um, because I don't know, like for whatever reason, I felt very disappointed that they didn't really go in depth detail what would happen if we gave marriage equality. It was more like symbolism. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. Like this is like we need to like people like okay. I'm not part of the LGBT community in America. So I am what I think from your community's view, a cisgendered person. So I don't know any of the things that are going on in that community. So if people are telling me just take someone's word for it and they never explain what's going on, you're going to make an enemy out of me because I don't know what's going on. I need to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like if we're going to pass a legislation that fixes something, I like to know what it's fixing. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah,
And the people for the yes vote, they were like they didn't even explain it. If that makes sense.
In the Australian context, won't really be fixed until 6 months down the track when everything comes out.
Okay. I just felt like this would have been a good like preseason explanation, and then people can take that their word for it and put them on ads and bolster the support. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just because of my Americanness, but like I don't know. Something didn't rub me right. I was like, you have the support from the people. Why can't you just tell the people this is why you said yes for? You know what I mean? That you're going to give them the right to be acknowledged on paper that they are a married couple and that this is their spouse and that both spouses are able to sign off legal stuff between each other and for their kids and stuff like that. You know, that's important things to talk about because if a cisgendered person like me, if I was as an Australian citizen, but I have no really, ties with the LGBT community except that we just happen to live in the same town. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah, see,
it rubs me the wrong way when I have politicians down talk and
mm,
just talk about symbolism. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I don't know. I feel like I'm being cheated out of the
it's
democratic
it,
process.
exactly like how you were
If
doing
I
the
was
biology.
Australian, then I'm just
Yeah,
saying I'm American, so.
it's exactly like how you're doing the biology class, and then you're talking about topical issues which are unrelated to biological subjects.
No, because okay, look at it this way. By passing, because it is pragmatic. Think about it. If you
Yeah,
have marriage equality, then you are saying that the government, you are establishing a secular agent
yep,
in the government that
yep,
will recognize the LGBT community if a religious authority can't take that task. Does that make
yep,
sense?
yeah, exactly.
Because
Yep,
because the notion that discrimination can be eliminated is nonsense. Discrimination exists. The fact that a government is allowed to exempt religious institutions to deny LGBT the ability to be married in a mosque, in a church, in a synagogue. That is a form of discrimination, but it is a discrimination that is not because they hate that community, but because their beliefs does not agree with that community's interpretation in life. You get me? You get what I'm trying to say here?
yep,
There
yep,
is a recognition that religion has a place in society, but it is not the government's role to force religious institutions to do the government's job.
yeah,
You
exactly.
get me?
Yep, yep.
And I feel like they didn't explain that. They just like they kind of glossed over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's political talk. Yeah, as you're saying, it's political talk, and they didn't want to do
No, because
the.
political talk should make sense. It shouldn't be this, oh, we're gonna tiptoe around the queen. It's like, no, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe again, this is probably my American politics throwing criticism against you guys. I'm sorry, but like, I don't know. It's just like,
yeah. So your American politics is over 400 years old, and we're still here 200 years. We're half of your value. So we're
I'm
still
so
maybe.
sorry. No, because you
we're,
guys are federalism. That's why. Like you're basically my sibling.
mm,
Like Canada is like my cousin because they're a Unitarian government. Yeah. Montana? Okay, okay, fine, fine. I'm gonna go. My dad doesn't like me talking about this, man. Anyway, no, they don't. They think no, because the problem is in America. because we have the Patriot Act, and we have Obama removing habeas corpus. Basically, the government can break down the windows and arrest me
Well,
just because they say so. You know what I mean?
you,
I could
you,
literally, if the government thinks what I'm saying is wrong and the government thinks it's a threat, then they can send me to Gitmo without proper proper due process. Like literally, we are living in the Wild West in America.
but we're on
It's
you
just
now. We're on you now where we discuss these things every day. This is you now where we discuss these.
yeah, but like America can't go to Australia unless they got permission from Australia. But I live in New Jersey, and you think the New Jersey is gonna tell the federal government no? Hell no. They kiss up to the federal government. So I'm like, I've met people on Twitter who are gay who live in Muslim countries and they be talking about massacring Muslims and nuking Muslim countries and I tell them if I said the same tweets what you did
Mm.
but about my country I would be arrested tomorrow because what I just said. Like even though you say you don't have your freedom, be thankful that those Muslim governments don't actually crack down on you guys. Because in America, if you're a colored person, you will be cracked down. If you're Mexican, they'll deport you. If you're Latino, they'll deport you. If you're Muslim, they'll try to send you to Gitmo. If you're black, they'll try to jail you for life or send you to Africa. It's like it's really bad. Like people don't understand. There is like a multiple tier process of due process where if you're rich you're okay and if you're rich and white you're okay if you're rich and colored you might be okay if you're middle class and poor you're fucked. It's like
Yeah, I just checked New Jersey time and it's 6. It's 10 past 6 in New Jersey time.
yeah, so I don't
I
anyway if
used
you
to
need to leave by all means
I used
leave
to
but
I used to have dinner time at 6 p.m. And oh yeah, you just had dinner. Yeah, you just had your Chinese meals.
because I've been
So
talking to you
yeah,
I haven't I haven't eaten one bite of it.
yes, and I'll leave you to your dinner, and we can sign out here, and I'll do my cup of tea dab.
Peace
And
out, man.
do you want to sign? Do you want to sign yourself out, or do you want me to click the
Wait,
button?
wait, wait, when's the next time you're gonna do this, or we're gonna wait?
I'm
We're gonna have a recess of 2 days or something. When it because
yeah, because tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday. I don't usually stream on Saturday Sunday. As I said, I the video
oh yeah,
camera
today is Saturday Sunday for you, right?
Yeah, it's
For me,
Friday.
it's a Thursday.
Yeah, Friday for me, and tomorrow is Saturday, and
Wow,
yeah.
yo, it's Thursday, man. What the hell are you talking about? I keep forgetting you're literally in a different time zone.
Mm. So yeah, for the next 2 days, I get the video camera out, and I do some little video camera things, and I load them to the YouTube.
Okay.
So the YouTube connector is up there. I connect to the YouTube, and I go about my town. I show developments in my town and things like that.
Interesting. And
So
besides before I came, like how was like like I don't see anyone here. What happened? Yesterday we
oh
had some people.
yeah, well, as Hill is here, Hill level 108. He
Uh-huh.
is the main YouNower that I connect with, and there's another Muslim Mukajant who streams. He works in psychology because he talks to me about my psychology as autistic Asperger. So,
Mm-hmm.
so with my autism, it's the obsession with Star Wars and the obsession with Lego that I mainly talk about, and my obsession with politics. So that is the three obsessions that I
Who
have.
can hate Star Wars? Oh my God, man, the internet, I swear. I sometimes wonder if these people are even people. Like,
So,
I'm not a
so
huge Star Wars fan, but I can respect for Star Wars. I can listen to Star Wars like for hours. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't get boring.
So Mukjint, he does his streams and he's a radio DJ. Oh no, he is a a, a what do you call it? An experienced DJ who's done a few events
Mm-hmm.
in his time, and he is an entertainer on the YouNow, and he does about 8 hour streams, and I was excited to do 8 hour streams, and uh, so that was the objective of this week to do streams
You,
longer than
you know what we should do is we should try going on one of the trending tags when next time. Okay.
yeah yeah
Okay. Well,
go
let's see. Let's see if we'll get people. And I want you because no one's here at the moment. At least in the comment section, I don't see anyone. Um, write down the things you agreed and disagreed about the yes vote. Because we didn't really hear anything about the no people.
yeah
Let's just
yeah.
be honest with you. Like they're just unproductive.
Well, see, the no people, they said that it's their political, their religious opinion that their
No, but like
religion,
we didn't hear them. You get me what I'm trying to say here? So I don't want to like talk to them anymore.
that they said that it's their religious opinion that they should not give a comment into the no topic.
Comedies,
So,
right? For
yeah.
the Marriage Equality Act.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. So like because if you want to, let's
yeah.
go on the trending tag next time, and
Yeah.
for lay down your ideas on the things you agreed about the yes people, and then the things you disagreed about, and then we can talk about the no people and how obnoxious they are. Like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I wouldn't be on your side or their side. I'd be like, you all are all stupid for not you, but like the people in those in the ministry. They're all stupid for not actually talking about what benefits and negatives are there. Because like
Mm,
it just seemed to me again. I'm American. I'm sorry, but like I don't like side talking. You know what I mean? It has we have to you have to punch the issue head first, not skip around like like daisies, you know. Anyway, well, whatever you want to do tomorrow, not tomorrow, next your next broadcast. Just I think I got everything out of my system about the speech because I felt very disappointed. People could have seen something, you know what I mean, and they didn't. And I felt very.
yeah.
You saw me. I was mad.
Yeah.
I was mad. I was like, no, you can't invoke United Nation law, and you can't like you're Australian. You're supposed to invoke. I mean, you're the Parliament. You're supposed to legislate law. You
Yeah.
know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Mm,
It's Australian customs that you have to call for reform, not UN to reform. Anyway, whatever. Um. I'm gonna leave, and you just give us our teapot.
tea. And goodbye. They go cappuccino. And so I will go out and do my little adventure. That was Taz, and we will catch you next time, next week. And as usual, you will see me watching Lego streams in the YouTube, and it's the Lego weekend, so I sort of shut down the YouNow and go to YouTube. But I sort of have YouNow in the background, and I'm watching YouTube Lego videos, and I'm watching YouNow in the background. So is to try to stream as me when I'm trying to watch Lego videos on the YouTube and watch you and Hill same time. So that explains why the different things that I do. Let's just do 5 moments there. Let's see if the moment even captures. Oh, it did capture. There, 5 moments. Oh, did it capture? No, it didn't capture. Oh, it did capture. Yep. There, I explained why I like to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday videos. And it all gets complicated when you try to do a YouNow stream on the Saturday, Sunday Australian time. So it's a good day for me. I'll count down and do cup of tea dab. And the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good day. Goodbye. Sizzle. And we do the count because I just like to say goodbye and leave this little moment where I just